As a woke CEO, I emphasize carbon footprint and a lack of pollution. Yet here I was, as a seemingly woke urban camper, contributing to visual pollution, the looks and glances on their daily walk with their dog to the park and having to see me and encumbered by my mere presence. I decided it's all about sacrifice. As a woke urban camper, one of the things you must worry about is a slope or an incline on the ground. As you can see, this ground has a very high slope of 33, perhaps 34 degrees, making sleep extremely uncomfortable. But as a woke urban camper, I want to challenge myself. I want to jump on the scene in my next chapter in life with the same ambition and utter vigor that helped me rise from my humble beginnings in a family that was only a member of 3 country clubs into the leader of a Fortune 500 corporation. There's plenty of resources and land to go around. Get off my turf. You don't even want such a slanted turf. What a disgrace of an incline. I will be the wokest urban camper who has ever camped in an urban environment. Yes, I shall not discriminate and only beg money from those who seem to have more means, but I will even ask my other urban campers if they can spare any change. I have to sleep with the utter discomfort of the blood either rushing to my feet or to my head. One of the benefits of being a woke urban camper that I did not anticipate is it forces you to become a minimalist. I went from a modest 10,000 square foot house to this 15 square foot temporary residence. Do you not see that this is my space? My space! Not like the website My Space, but this space belongs to myself. All I have on my possession, my earthly possessions at the moment, this nice little bag, as well as my stick for defense and social distancing purposes. Being an urban camper really puts things in perspective. I only learned how truly blessed and fortunate I am once it was all taken away. As a woke urban camper, I have become an incel, yes, an involuntary celibate. I thought that the social and dating interest had to do with my cunning wit. I did not realize that my resources probably came into play a bit, yes, but as an urban camper, even one who practices immaculate hygiene, I find that I cannot get any interest when it comes to dating. We find ourselves progressive as a society in all aspects except this one. When are we as a society going to overcome the final frontier of socioeconomic statisticism and no longer look upon the urban campers, those of different socioeconomic status, with the same disdain that we would have looked at a Jew or an Irish Mick or a WAP Italian 100 years ago when racism was prevalent and prejudice was banal? How do you call yourself woke? How do you treat different people differently just based on whether they have a formidable roof over their head? You call yourself progressive? I think not. Explain yourself. How can you not even call somebody a fat ass if they are fat in the ass, yet call someone a fucking bum and expect that to cause denigration? This makes no sense to me. I thought we all have rights as human beings. Sure, this gets me arrested. Is it my Well, excuse me for not wanting to defecate in public view and choosing somewhere a little more intimate and discreet. No, that's not free stuff. Those are my possessions. Yes. Get your own walking stick, will you? The nerve of people. Have we lost common decency as a society? This city life is no longer for me, as you will. I will live and endure through resilience the entire experience, the entire spectrum of being an urban camper. And though my psychiatrist does not believe that clinically I suffer from schizophrenia, I shall chemically induce such by smoking bath salts. I want the entire experience. I shall try being a suburban camper, yes. I will move my earthly possessions and relocate myself and my abode, my humble abode once again, just as humble as when I lived on the 69th floor, but in an entirely different manner. We shall move, as my tent is like my best friend, so I use the proverbial we shall move to a forest preserve, and I look forward to the next chapter in my life as a suburban camper. The suburbs shall provide new challenges such as a lack of nourishment, less panhandling opportunities due to less dense of a population basis, and furthermore bring me closer to the hunter-gatherer, minus the hunting because I'm plant-based. Even as an urban camper, I keep my dietary morals intact, and I shall learn to live more at harmony with the ground, with my surroundings. This city life is no longer for me, as you